every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 156th day of my challenge, where I feel I'm gonna try a really extravagant dessert today, even though when you look at it, when you see how it's made, it seems really easy, but somehow, I don't know, the name of it and the whole puff pastry thing just makes it kind of fancy, so I'm feeling fancy today. I'm gonna try cheese Danish today, and I originally skipped this recipe because I couldn't find puff pastry in Iran, which was so interesting, as whenever you go to bakeries, you do see pastry made from puff pastry. That's lots of pastry. But like you can see, it's this, I don't know that word in English. Well, the thing, like this layerness of the pastry itself, that's the special thing about the puff pastry. It's like layers and layers, thin layers of pastry, so you get this really puffy, really light looking dessert. So I see lots and lots of such dessert in Iran. However, in neither of shops I went to during all these years I'm living there, I couldn't find one. Like, they don't sell it in shops, so I was really surprised, and it was, I cannot understand why it is so. So I left this recipe for Lithuania, and when I went to shop here, as I wasn't a big cook or baker or anything, like I wasn't a friend with kitchen, I didn't know we have two different kinds of pastry, puff pastry. There's one with yeast and one without yeast. So guess what I did? I went home. I googled which one I need for this recipe, and I think you are supposed to use the puff pastry with yeast. So that's what I bought, just in case you also have a variety of them. And the other thing I wanted to mention is about the, well, number of sheets. Laura actually uses one, but that one unfolds like 2 times. Ours are those just one kind of pieces, or I guess like half maybe of that one of which you use in America. So I will use actually 2 sheets, which will, I think, be equal to what is 1 sheet in America. I feel like that's a lot of math and explaining for just one ingredient. So anyways, let's go over the rest of them and let's get started. We're gonna need 1 or 2 sheets of frozen puff pastry, thawed, 100 grams of cream cheese, 1 egg yolk, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of sour cream, 1 teaspoon of lemon zest, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, an egg wash, that is 1 egg and 2 tablespoons of water mixed together, and some powdered sugar. So while my table is still clean, because I will need to flour the surface and whatnot, I will start by making the filling. I'll take the cream cheese, sour cream, egg yolk, what's that? Lemon zest, sugar and vanilla extract, and just mix everything to combine. So now I have a little assembly here. I brought a little bit of flour because I do want to flour my surface nicely. And then on that I will put my puff pastry. As you can see, I have 2 sheets, no unfolding, and I was defrosting it in the fridge because you do want it to be, well, a bit cold, kind of cold, so that the butter, which you can kind of see, wouldn't melt. And then using, wait, no, before that, oh, I kind of failed at that. So once I put the puff pastry, I will flour the surface of the puff pastry well, and then, using the best weapon of a woman, I'm gonna roll them out into about 25 on 25 centimeters square, and I definitely saw a ruler somewhere, so I will, you bet I will bring it. So now I'll just cut it in half. If you have just one sheet, you want to cut it in quarters. Okie doke, and now I'll take the filling and I will divide it among these little squares, quarters, however you want to call them, and I'll put it right into the center of each one of them. Okie doke, so now I'll take the egg wash and brush it all over each side of the square. And now I just want to take opposite sides of it and pinch it together. Together. Like so. And now, depending on the size of your fridge, because these now need to go to the fridge, you can either put them directly on a baking sheet lined with some parchment paper, or, because that just wouldn't fit in my fridge, you can take some, well, I will take this wooden cutting board, I will put them on top and then put into the fridge for 30 minutes to cool down. Minutes have passed, which means that there are 10 more minutes left for the cheese Danish to stay in the fridge. That's exactly why I've turned on my oven at this very moment to preheat to 200 degrees, because I think it will preheat by the time I actually take them out and need to put them into the oven. And now I will line my baking sheet with some parchment paper and just wait for the cheese Danish to be done. Okay, so now I'll just transfer them onto the baking sheet, then brush each top, just this part, because actually this one is already brushed, with some egg wash, and then put it into the oven for 20 minutes. Down for like 5 minutes or so that I could actually touch them and remove to a plate. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do, and then that will be a little bit funny, I think. Remember, we had some powdered sugar, so I do want to dust them with some powdered sugar, but my mom doesn't really have this shaker thingy, so I think I will do it old school. I have a little sippy thingy here and I will see if it will work. I didn't even look at my center. Anyways, look at this. I'm so excited. This smells so good. So good. I love, in Lithuanian we say bandalė to such kind of pastry. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is like my favorite one. So I will go for the very prettiest one. But I want some cheese filling. Okay, I will bite from here maybe. So good. Oh my god. It's so good. This is one of my very most favorite types of dessert. Such things. Okay. If I don't force myself, I will just finish eating it because I cannot even talk. I will finish eating it because I'm just so absolutely crazy in love with this recipe. It's so quick. It's so satisfying. I need tea ASAP. I need to run. I feel like I'll be making these so much while I'm here in Lithuania because they are so quick and they are so impressive. I mean, like home-baked bandelas are so good. So anyways, I really hope that you had fun and found this helpful. If you want, go check the original recipe by Laura there, the written one, and I totally just inhaled powdered sugar. Even though it's not a very, very good feeling, but I still enjoyed it. It's from that. Anyways, you can find the written recipe in the description box down below in both American and the metric systems, because I am converting every single recipe I try into the metric system as I'm using it myself. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a day. Bye!